Hi and welcome to cheekyricho Cooking's Peanut Butter Beef Stew. This is an African dish. We're going to be using the Tefal Cook4Me. The ingredients are in the recipe box below. It's absolutely delicious and it's a perfect midweek meal. I've just set the Cook4Me to the browning function, so let's get started. To our Cook4Me, we're just going to add our oil. Whilst it's on the browning function, it's only just started. We've cut up our very lean beef, it's actually blade steak. There's no bones and very little fat in it. A little bit of sinew that's going to contribute to the flavouring in the dish. We've got some freshly cracked pepper. The pepper goes in first, in with our beef, and we're just going to brown this off while we cut up our vegetables. You'll hear that sizzling like crazy in a minute. Okay, meat's nicely browned now. Let's give it a stir around. Add our tomato paste and our peanut butter. I'm using crunchy peanut butter. You could use smooth. Mix that all around. Garlic goes in now. Use bottled if you like. I happen to have fresh, so I'm using that. It's a great little garlic crusher, incredibly strong. You don't slip off if you've got wet hands. And it has these little pimples on the other side, so when you turn it over, it pushes it back out and makes it easier to clean. We'll just throw that all in there. You see those little red dots in there? I've actually filled up those holes. See that? And there you go. A lot easier to clean. Great little garlic press. Very strong. Give this a mix around. Smelling pretty good. Okay, we have some of our own home preserved chilies there. They're going in there. They're going to give it a delightful flavour. And we're going to add our onions that have been diced. Okay. Give that a stir around now. You can see it's starting to brown and get quite thick. In with our onions, and they're going to sweat down and go quite sticky and sweet, and they'll also contribute to the thickness of the dish. See how yummy it's going now? Okay, now it's in with our stock. I'm just using beef stock here. Keep it on the browning function until it comes to the boil. And we have just got our potatoes here. We're just going to cut them into 6, because we want them to keep their shape a bit. Got sweet potato here as well. Same size pieces as the potatoes. So, our zucchini or courgette, big chunks there. They're going to make a bit of water as well. And we're just going to throw this whole lot in. Okay, give it a stir around. You see it's really quite thick at this stage. The vegetables will release water and thin it right down. We'll remove those vegetables, give it a squeeze of some lemon from our garden, adjust the seasoning, and then reduce the sauce a little bit. We're serving this with rice and it'll be absolutely delicious. Great midweek meal. Pop the lid on now, stop the browning function and put it on to quick cooking for 15 minutes. Close and bolt the lid. Immediate start. Okay, 15 minutes later, and this is what you should have. Now we're just going to fish our vegetables out now that are perfectly cooked and just pop them into a container, keep them warm. You can see how nice and soft they are. And we're going to put this onto the browning function, and that is going to reduce the sauce. I'll just fetch these veggies out and keep them to one side. If you try to reduce the sauce while you've got the vegetables still in there, they're just going to turn to mush, and that's not ideal. So the meat's okay to stay in there because that will just benefit from a little extra cooking and it'll keep adding to the flavour of the dish. We've got some basmati rice. It's already cooked. Any little pieces of vegetables that fall off, don't worry about that because they're going to contribute to the thickness of the sauce as well. Just give it a little stir. We're not going to close the lid again because you can't actually close the lid while it is browning. Look at the richness there. It's already thickened. It's gluten-free, grain-free. You should smell this. It's just too divine for words. Just fetching these veggies out now. Put them to one side and keep them warm while our sauce reduces. Okay, while that's having a bit of a boil-a-thon there and reducing, it's not sticking at all because it's a wonderful non-stick surface. We're just going to get our hot basmati rice, some of our vegetables, and just pop them in the bottom with our rice. You see how lovely and soft they are. Some of everything in there. It's a great way to get the kids to eat their dinner. And a couple of scoops of our beautiful, rich, thick gravy. Tell me that doesn't look pretty darn special. There's tons here, enough for 4 to 6 people, and we're just going to throw in one of Richo's gorgeous wedges of lime. Hope you enjoyed this little cooking demonstration of cheekyricho Cooking's Peanut Butter Beef Stew. If you would like to see more interesting recipes and ideas, just check out our cheekyricho channel, and don't forget to please subscribe and do come back and visit us again soon. We've got so much more to show you, and thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. cheekyricho Cooking's Peanut Butter Beef African Stew, cooked in the Tefal Cook4Me.